If you've ever opened a CSV in Excel and watched dates, numbers, or zip codes turn into plain text, you're not alone. The good news is, it's usually not broken data. It's Excel guessing the wrong data type during import. And once everything is text, formulas don't calculate, sorting behaves weirdly, and pivot tables get messy fast. In this video, I'll show you a reliable way to import CSV files so Excel keeps numbers as numbers, dates as dates, and codes exactly as codes. We'll also cover the common traps, like leading zeros disappearing, long IDs switching to scientific notation, and decimal separators changing depending on regional settings.
The goal is simple. You should be able to open any CSV and control what Excel does with each column. By the end, you'll have a repeatable checklist and a couple of safe workflows you can use at work without surprises.
Next step, let's quickly define the real problem. A CSV file is just plain text with separators, usually commas or semicolons. It does not store data types. So when Excel opens a CSV, it has to infer what each column is supposed to be. It looks at a sample of rows, applies regional rules, and then decides this looks like a number or this looks like a date. That inference is where things go sideways.
A column might contain mostly numbers, but also an empty value, a dash, or a code with leading zeros.
Excel then plays it safe and treats the whole column as text. Or it does the opposite, converts something that should stay text, like an order ID, into a number and silently changes it. The key takeaway is this: CSV doesn't carry meaning. Excel adds meaning. Your job is to control that step instead of letting Excel guess. Next step. Before fixing anything, you should recognize the symptoms of everything is text. The easiest check is alignment and behavior. Numbers stored as text often align differently, but more importantly, they don't act like numbers. Some return 0 or ignores values. Filters sort 100 before 20. Dates don't group correctly in pivots. And lookups can fail because one side is numeric and the other is text, even though they look identical. Another common clue is the little warning indicator that suggests converting to number, but that's a band-aid, not a strategy. If your CSV import is going to be reused, you want a repeatable import method, not manual cleanup every time. So in the next scenes, we'll focus on preventing the problem at import, and then we'll cover clean conversions when prevention isn't possible. Next step. The most reliable fix is also the most boring, and that's a good thing. Don't open the CSV by double-clicking. Instead, import it through Excel's data import tools so you can tell Excel what each column is. When you import, you can choose the delimiter, confirm the encoding, and most importantly, set data types. For example, you can force a column to be text to preserve leading zeros, or force date with the correct order like day, month, year. You can also keep long identifiers as text so they don't turn into scientific notation. This approach prevents damage instead of repairing it later. Even if you only remember one rule from this video, make it this: treat CSV opening as an import step, not a file open step. That one habit eliminates most of the pain. Next step. Now let's talk about the two import workflows that work well long-term. Workflow 1 is the classic text import wizard approach, where you step through delimiter selection and then assign a data type to each column. It's fast and very direct. Workflow 2 is using the newer get data import approach, often called Power Query. That one is more repeatable because it saves steps and can refresh the data later. If you import the same CSV structure every week, Power Query is usually the better option. If you just need a one-off import and want maximum control in the moment, the wizard is perfect. Both methods solve the everything is text problem, but they do it differently. Next, we'll cover exactly which columns you should force to text, which you should force to numbers, and the tricky cases like dates and decimals. Next step. A big source of confusion is that text is not automatically wrong. Some columns must stay text, even if they look numeric. Think zip codes, product SKUs, invoice numbers, and customer IDs. If you convert those to numbers, you can lose leading zeros, and you can also lose precision on long values. Excel has a limit on how many digits it can store accurately as a number, so long IDs can get rounded without you noticing. The safe rule is, if you will never do math on it, consider keeping it as text. You can still filter, match, and join on text. Just be consistent. During import, explicitly set these identifier columns to text. That single choice prevents the most painful silent changes, where the value looks fine at first glance, but is no longer the same identifier your system uses. Next step. Dates are the next landmine, because CSV dates are ambiguous. Is 03/4/2026 March 4th or April 3rd? Excel decides based on your regional settings, and that may not match the file's origin. Also, some systems export dates like 2026-04-15, which is safer, while others export with slashes, or even as timestamps. The best practice is to import dates by explicitly setting the column type to date and confirming the correct format. If you use Power Query, you can set the data type and also specify locale, which tells Excel how to interpret day and month order. If you can influence the export, ISO format like YYYY MMDD is the least ambiguous. The key is to stop Excel from helping with dates, because date mistakes often look valid but represent the wrong day. Next step. Let's handle decimals and separators, because this is where everything becomes text often starts. Many CSV files use commas as decimal separators, like 12,50, especially in regions where the comma is the decimal mark. Other files use commas as delimiters between columns. If a file uses commas for both, it usually switches the delimiter to semicolon. When Excel guesses wrong, you get split columns, or numbers imported as text, because the decimal mark doesn't match what Excel expects. The fix is to choose the correct delimiter during import, and then ensure the decimal separator interpretation matches the file. In Power Query, you can change type using a specific locale, which correctly interprets decimals and thousands separators. This is one of those issues that can't be solved reliably with a quick convert to number after the fact, because the parsing step is the real problem. Next step. Sometimes you inherit a file that's already imported wrong, and you need a clean conversion. The safest approach is to convert with intent, column by column. For numbers stored as text, you can use a controlled conversion that respects separators. One method is using a text-to-column style conversion, even if you're not splitting anything, because it forces Excel to reparse the values. Another method is using value for numbers or date value for dates, but those depend on consistent formatting. Also watch for non-printing characters, like spaces that look invisible but prevent conversion. A quick cleanup step is trimming spaces and replacing non-breaking spaces if needed. The main idea is to avoid random clicking on warning icons for thousands of cells. Build a small, repeatable cleanup sequence. Clean characters, then parse, then validate with a quick sum or date filter check. Next step. Validation is the step most people skip, and it's why CSV problems keep coming back. After import, do 3 quick tests. First, pick a numeric column and run a simple sum. If it returns 0 or ignores rows, something is still text. Second, sort that same column. If 100 comes before 20, it's text. Third, for dates, try grouping or filtering by year and month. If grouping is missing or weird, the dates aren't true dates. For identifier columns, check leading zeros and check a long ID for scientific notation. These tests take less than a minute and catch the silent errors that cost hours later. The goal isn't perfection, it's confidence. Once you have a validation habit, you can trust your pivots, charts, and reports because you know the import step didn't quietly rewrite your data. Next step. Let's wrap this up into a simple checklist you can reuse. 1. Don't double-click CSVs when accuracy matters. 2. Import and explicitly set types for key columns, IDs as text, amounts as numbers, dates with the correct locale. 3. Watch out for separators because delimiter and decimal mark must match the file. 4. If you must prepare data after import, clean hidden spaces first, then reparse with a controlled conversion method. And 5. Run the quick validation tests before you build anything on top of the data. If you do those 5 things, everything becomes text, stops being a recurring headache, and becomes a solved process. If you want, I can also share a template approach for recurring CSVs, where the import steps are saved and refreshed. For now, tell me this in the comments. Do you prefer the text import wizard or get data, A or B? And if this walkthrough helped, subscribe for more practical Excel fixes. Small tweaks compound into massive performance gains. Subscribe to catch the next workflow optimization.